Hey, new build day! Yay!
Huzzah!
And we have Timberthers on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Timmy.
Yeah, any excuse to do
regular,
a
right?
plane.
Timmy
Yeah.
is good.
So, we're starting the World War II Desert Wings. So,
Yes.
North African campaign aircraft
Absolutely.
from any of the sides.
Very keen.
Yeah. Hence the, what's it called? The thumbnail. I'll be doing this kit.
A 148
nice.
scale Hawker Hurricane Mark 1 Tropical
Yes.
from
Which,
Airfix.
Very schmick.
yeah, which was, the one I'm going to be doing is
Hang on,
flown
wait
by-
your turn, Gary. Wait your turn.
is flown by Sergeant Pilot F.H. Dean, number 274 Squadron, Royal Air Force, Sidi Barani, Egypt, 1941.
Ooh, Sidi Barani.
Oh, I do love good Barani.
But it looks like a nice kit, and I like Hurricanes, and I want to do Battle of Britain one, so I'm going to have to get another one as well, so I can do the Battle of Britain course.
Another aircraft for his stash.
Okay, go on, Gary. Your turn.
Right, you finished talking about Sidi Barani now? I'm doing a North American B-25 C/D Mitchell, which was based in Morocco. I'm actually doing the one on the box,
Oh,
Nice.
which is 08707.
okay.
Not
So,
to be confused with 007.
not having seen that kit yet, what's the other option in the kit? Is it
The
one
other
of the
option
green,
is
olive, neutral grey and olive green, or
a North America. It's an olive green version. Upside down there,
right?
Yeah.
but it's obviously, I would imagine, with those stars on it, it's not in the desert.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, so going back to the one I'm doing, the other alternative scheme that's on this box is a Rhodesian one, which is there you go, aluminium.
Oh, nice.
Aluminium black, which would be interesting.
Oh, yeah, with the anti-glare. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, I found that interesting because my dad used to live in Rhodesia when he was a kid
Ah,
So, Timmy,
before they fled and moved to Zambia. Not Zimbabwe, Zambia, because my granddad broke
Because
the
of
government
stuff.
contract to do it.
yeah.
And one of the clauses was if he broke the contract, then he could be hung. So if he goes back, then he'll be arrested.
look
So
at that.
I'll be doing the Edward 110 in 148. And the included schemes are more European. The only North African is a Libyan night fighter, which is all black, which I didn't want to do. So I've actually got some third-party Africa scheme decals and things. So, yeah, haven't quite decided which one yet, but it'll probably be one of these two.
Yeah,
So either
cool.
the angry chook with the chevrons or the penguin with the umbrella.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So, can you zoom in on penguin with the umbrella? Oh no, I've seen that. We've had that discussion before. I'm thinking the crow with the umbrella.
The crow with the umbrella. Yeah, no, this one is definitely a
penguin.
penguin,
Got to catch them all.
which I do find funny because it's North Africa and it is in fact too damn hot out here for a penguin.
Yeah, they melt.
All right, and I'll be doing the Hasegawa 48 scale Messerschmitt Bf110 G2 Trop as Black 6, the aircraft that was brought back to the UK in World War II by Bobby Gibbs, the CEO of RWF3 Squadron, and is now was flying, as you see it there, actual picture, but is now sitting as a perfect example of a Messerschmitt Bf109 at Cosford. So it's got not only a German link, it's got a British link, and it's got an Australian link.
And it's
So
at Cosford,
It's a Cosford, yeah.
which is near Telford. Have you been to Telford, John?
I've been to Telford. You know, the place is awful because it has no bars.
It does. You just missed it.
Bullshit. What? What are you saying?
It has a bar.
Oh, I've got a
Anywho.
thinking about it.
You know oh, God's sake.
Yeah, Mikey, ladies and gentlemen, is having some work done in his bathroom. It will go on to the middle of next week. So,
yeah, at the minute, he's
what did
widening.
I say?
He's widening the door today.
Yeah.
What did I say would happen the minute we went live?
Yeah. I think the first thing John's going to do when he arrives at Telford in 2027 is actually go on a hunt for the bar. He's not going to look at anything else until he finds the bar.
It's literally on the left as you walk into the first hall.
It seems like
he still missed it.
I was too busy looking at things like model kits and things that matter and talking to my friends, people like Gary Morris.
Hello.
To be fair, we were stood outside the hall in the queue and we could see Gary Morris from the other end of the bloody arena.
Oh,
yeah. I'm sure it wasn't Malcolm, because Malcolm's taller than me.
Yeah, but Malcolm was sat down the whole time.
Can you blame him?
We could in the queue. We were looking across the hall, and we could see the M4H banner, and we could just see Gary pottering around.
Oh yes,
right.
One has to potter, don't you know?
Yes, you could also follow the screams of people just being like, "No, you can't have a 9th pint."
We're waiting for John to come back so he can have the Doom Bar.
They didn't have Doom Bar on.
No, they didn't.
They had Goose Island Midway.
Ah.
I think Jim went to school with Goose Island Midway. I don't know.
Talking of Jim, is there any chat?
There is. Lots of it.
Oh my God. Oh, hang on. I've got a...
Dorcasora says, hello, peoples. No sleep for me. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We are. Wow.
Dorcasaurus' first comment. BVC says, hey, Dorcasaurus, hope you're okay.
He says, I'm good, just didn't sleep well.
I did.
Paul Tanker is in. He says, greeting, folks.
You think I'd get a rubber glove handy?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Mikey, in your best voice.
Hello, folks. Hope all is well. Please don't forget to hit that like button on your way in. Thank you. How's that?
Channeling Tiff. It's amazing.
It sounded like the Canadians on South
in
Park.
The room.
Hey, I'm not your buddy, guy.
How dare you take my authority?
Julian says, morning all.
Morning, Julian.
Oh, now the bloody council grass cutters have turned up.
He says, do my eyes deceive me? Is this the book of Revelation? Dorcasaurus made the first comment. Just kidding. Hope you're okay.
Yeah. Robert Harris says, good morrow, all.
All right, Bob.
Hello, Bob.
And he says, heads up, I may disappear due to Rufus hitting things with hammers.
Everyone's having work done on their properties at the moment. Matt says, hi, everyone. Hi, Matt.
All right, Spruce is in. He says, hello to all.
Dorcasaurus says, hi, peoples.
Hello, Dorcasaurus.
Joe says, good morning, afternoon, evening to all. Hope everyone is well today. Bring on the desert wings.
Yeah. Aaronville's in, says, hi.
Hi, Aaronville.
JT says, hi, everybody. It's Thursday, the day that tries to be Friday but can't be.
Yeah. Oh, Kevin's in. He says, good day, everyone. Good
Hey,
day.
Good day, Kevin. And Patrick says, good day, everyone.
Hey, Patrick.
And Phil's in. He says, hi, everyone. Only here for a few minutes. Have a good stream. Well, thanks for dropping in, Phil. And you can always watch it back on the
thing.
Thingy.
The dingus.
At a time that works well. Yeah. Gotta just use the dingle hopper on the flim flam.
Yeah.
Joe says, wow, all great kits, gents.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stu Sprue says, at Mikey, I built that very kit late last year in that scheme. Hopefully you'll enjoy it as much as I did.
I'm sure I will. JT says Hasegawa sounds like a karate chop. Good kids. Oh, fuck.
Hasegawa!
Hasegawa!
Apologies for all our Japanese friends.
We don't have any Japanese friends.
JT also says, saw Kill and
I
Kill
do.
Again. The fights were cool, but the movie was cheesy. Not bad for a 1981 South African movie.
Joe says, I'm looking for one in
Metaria?
Yeah, sorry. Help me out with that one. Metaria. Only Hobby Lobby and online.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the chop.
Oh, is that all?
That's the chap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
Yeah.
Well, we can get straight into it then.
I think one of the
Right.
good African or films about Africa was Wild Geese. That was a good
Oh,
film.
that's a brilliant film.
Hmm.
Because it's got a C-130 in it, although it is actually an L1011.
Oh, okay.
An L1011 is a C-130.
Yeah, it's the civilian variant, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Nice ring, Timmy.
So did you know the Lockheed name for it is a 382V?
Really?
Yes, as mentioned in the publications. Lockheed designation 382V. Once the Pentagon accepted it and took it on, it became the C-130, which is the military name for it, which is why the civilian name has a different one.
See, all this and an education as well. You've never had it so good.
There's very few parts to this kit. Shouldn't take too long. I think I shall open this baggie.
What a good idea. I am removing
Kevin says building the B-25 kit right now.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
one, Kev.
well done. What are the odds?
What are the odds? Who'd have believed it?
Doug Sawyer says, I found one in Florida about an hour from me. If I can get my back to stop hurting, I want to ride the bike over.
Oh, well, yeah. All the best there, Dorcas. Yeah, bad back's bad thing.
Here's a new one for me. The printed PE.
Oh,
Color photo etch. Yes.
Yes.
very
There you
nice. Very nice.
Philip Page says, good morning from New Zealand. Hello.
Hello. Kia ora, Phil.
Hope you're well. Yeah, Kia ora.
JT says, you guys remind me of when I was a kid. I opened the box for the model as soon as I got home from the hobby shop. I love the excitement.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing like opening a new box.
Waitrose says, L100 was the Civi here. The L1011 was the TriStar.
L1011. Oh, sorry, L1011 TriStar. You're right. What am I
Yeah,
thinking
you're
of?
right, Gary. You're right, Gary.
L.
There you go.
Oh my god.
L100 was the Herc.
Yeah.
Right.
We used to call it the Herky Bird.
I shall go out and flagellate myself.
No, you're right. Because yeah, at Lockheed they were talking about the L1011, and I'm telling, I don't know what that is. What is that? What is that? And they said, in some countries call it TriStar. Oh, TriStar. Yeah, we know the TriStar. Yeah. And everybody just went, oh yeah.
I've got bent guns. I flew to Cyprus on the TriStar, and I went on my 2-year holiday to Cyprus. Once again, Mikey has been cut off by the sound of a man extracting teeth in his bathroom.
Right. We'll see how we go. So what I've been doing in the last couple of weeks is I had this decal sheet stuck to a window in my ensuite, bleaching these because these were somewhat yellowed, even though it's never been opened or whatever. It's an 80s, probably 90s kit. And so I managed to turn them white again, so I'm happy with that. But I'll probably paint the white band, but the Balkenkreuz, on the other hand, we'll see what happens. I don't think I want to get a stencil set, but we shall see. What I also like about this kit, this release, it has the markings of the Imperial War Museum Duxford one and how it was originally. So the difference is how thick the 6 is on the fuselage. It's good that it has both, but I'm going to do it as it is now at Duxford because I can. Because if I did it how it was found, it wouldn't have a canopy. Because when they found it, it didn't have a canopy. So they flew it back without one. And they fitted the wrong one later on. It was only rectified by one of the guys, Paul Blackar, who works I did it at the time at the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight. And he had, he was in charge of rebuilding this aircraft. And I have a book on it. And I'll grab the book because I forgot to grab it before we went live. So just give me a moment.
Yeah. On this one, you can have the what's it called? The gun port thing.
Yeah.
Gun panels. You can have them open.
Nice.
Yeah, or you can have it wheels up or wheels down.
I don't know why, but I always prefer to do a model wheels down.
See, I want to do a model wheels up at some point because it'll mean I can fit more on my shelf because I can overlap them then.
Yeah, I'll be doing my swordfish wheels up, but that's because I'll be putting it on a diorama, dropping its torpedo.
Yeah.
Swordfish gear was down and welded, mate.
What I might do is when I do the Spitfire, Messerschmitt, and Hurricane, the Battle of Britain era ones, I might do them wheels up so that they look like they're flying together. That'd be cool. JT said new kit smell was always cool. Hat and the smell of testers, plastic cement, modeling Zen. Wait Rose says love the TriStar.
Yeah. Interesting
Nigel
story about my flight to Cyprus on the TriStar. We were just coasting out over the English Channel, having departed Bryce Norton at 0600 and frozen to death. And I'm literally, my seat was right down the arm's end of the TriStar, and I'm looking up an aisle seat. I'm looking right up to the front bit where the business end is, and there was this what looked like a loadmaster. He wasn't in a flying suit because they didn't fly in flying suits, and he was in blues. And I thought, bloody hell, he's a spitting image of my dad. And the bloke walked down towards me, and it was my dad. Because my dad had been an air quartermaster on Beverley's in the Aden crisis, and then he was commissioned in the volunteer reserve when he was the OC of an air cadet squadron.
Yeah.
And because he'd been on the squadron that was flying us out to Akrotiri,
yeah,
we got in contact with them and they put him on a supernumerary crew. I spent the whole flight to Akrotiri and stood up in the galley talking to me dad.
Oh, Kerry Ann put the pictures up for your anniversary the other day.
Oh, right, yeah.
I showed Kay the photos from when she was a baby and you and Marion are sat.
Oh, right, when that was in Cyprus.
Yeah. And the first thing she said was, "Oh my God, it's a porn star tash."
That was my Thomas Magnum.
Should look at that porn star tash.
How very dare you? Yeah.
Nigel says, "Good day, gentlemen." Hello, Nigel.
Hi, Nigel.
Good day.
PT says, 2 blokes in a pub talking about World War II. One mentioned his granddad died in a German POW camp. His mate said, "Sorry to hear that." First guy said he fell out the guard tower. Very good.
Okay, so this is Black 6. Gives you an idea how well they restored it. It looks absolutely pristine. Like this is the engine, for instance. It's brand new. It's just the most incredible thing.
We expect the same level of detail from you, John.
No, you won't have that. But yeah, I mean, this look at it. Like all the little stencils and everything else, the handholds, footholds down the back of the empennage. It's just the most amazing thing. So no, yeah, it's a real thing. Black 6. Happy to build one. Which is odd. You'd think there'd be an aftermarket decal set available for Black 6, but there is not. So I didn't think I'd ever find this kit, and it was sitting there at the Melbourne scale model. Oh, what are the Expo? Skooma. Yeah. So enough crap. Get on with it, John. Get on with it.
You're learning.
So what I'm going to do, this is so a bit of history with German aircraft and interiors. At the start of World War II, the colour inside was RLM02, which is more of a light grey, green-grey sort of thing. And from 1943 onwards, they became RLM66, which is almost like a black-green. It's a black-grey. It's a lot darker. So I'll find the actual two colours and show you the difference. And I'll be doing the darker one because it's a later Bf109. Just carry on with your conversation. See what I could do.
Carry on regardless.
Oh, blow.
Carry on as if you were normal.
Okay.
Tim, you right?
Go on.
You all right?
Yeah.
Looks like you got a hell of a lot of screws there.
Oh yeah, there's a couple. I was just going through and putting the little tags on them.
Yeah.
So I know what's going on.
God, that smacks of organisation, if you ask me.
You know, measure twice, cut once, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the third and fourth step, go and buy another one, cut it again. Go and buy another one, cut it again.
Kick dog. No dogs were harmed in the making of this live stream.
Except from Benj.
There you go. John, that's interesting. Just on what you were saying, there's a little note here that says cockpit color on early machines was RLM02, on late machines RLM66, but there are exceptions. It depends on the manufacturers to instrument panels were in RLM66 always.
Yes.
There you go. So far, by the way, I'm very much liking the Edward Profi pack. It's
just to keep the professional model makers happy. I removed these parts from the sprue before I painted them, and then to make the professional model makers unhappy, I didn't bother priming them. I've just painted them with a pen.
You bastard.
So that will obviously get another coat when it's dry. D24. Oh, no one said miss. No fun anymore. You guys. Next Tuesday is the second birthday of our first of the Telford Models for Heroes group starting.
Yeah.
And we're having cake.
I remember when you were setting that up.
Yeah.
Is it that long?
Yeah, 2 years.
Wow.
2 years, and now there's 3 running in Telford.
I remember you being nervous.
I've never done anything like that before.
Yeah. Now look at you.
I know. Crazy.
Yeah.
We now have 3.
Jim says, 2 guys talking. My father killed many Soviets during World War II. Your father was in the Wehrmacht? No, he was a Soviet general. Very good. Just remember, we can't talk too much about like killing and things. YouTube didn't like it.
My grandfather is responsible for the destruction of 250 Messerschmitt 109s. He was the worst mechanic the Luftwaffe ever had.
Always funny.
Thing is, I could say that as about me being an army mechanic, and you'd never know whether I was telling the truth.
The dentist will see you now.
Yeah, sorry.
No. It's actually quite subdued. It's quite in the background, mate. So I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Okay. Patrick says, when I was a kid, I always built models with the gear down. Have the wheels up usually meant the tube glue had melted the undercarriage leg. Yeah. Problem is, I'm running out of shelf space.
Or the wheels up was because you couldn't be asked to paint the inside of the wheel well.
Yeah. JT says, I know that in Luftwaffe restorations, they do not put the Hakenkrauts hooked across on the tail for obvious reasons. Some people are upset about the historical accuracy of the plane or offense. That's because people get offended.
And it's also illegal in certain parts of the world now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Germany it is.
Namely Germany.
Okay. So talking about the colours very quickly. This is RLMO2. This is the original colour. It's as you see it, it's like a very light green grey. RLM 66 is a black grey. So it's a very, very big difference between them.
So the second one's more like a NATO black then.
Yeah, it sort of is. Yeah, it's probably a bit more grey than black. So that's the difference between RLM 66 and NATO black. So the 66 there. But yeah, it's fairly similar. If you look at the colour of the sample on the lid, there's a lot more grey than black. However, it's a lot darker than that one.
Yeah, I'll have to go out and buy some 66. I thought I had some, but I think I've got every other RLM. It's not that one.
Have your choice on the RLM 66.
Yeah. Joe says, old question again. Do you all soak your plastic in mild detergents? I'm doing my next build. I'm wondering if it's a waste of time. It's an Edward early Spitfire.
Most modern. Go on.
You can tell by the feel of the plastic whether it needs washing or not.
Yeah, I mean this doesn't. Modern kits now you don't really need to. Older kits,
I've washed probably about 5 kits in my life. As you say, you could either feel that it feels like detergent or it looks like it's oil on plastic, so a rainbow sort of thing. No. Yeah, like if you're worried about it, it doesn't hurt and it doesn't take long. If you just sort of dishwater, give it a bit of a slosh around and stick it in a drying rack overnight or whatever. It's hardly any skin off your nose. If it gives you confidence to carry on, do that. Whatever you're comfortable with. I don't see the need myself.
There you go. Graham says, afternoon all. How is everyone? Hello, Graham.
Hello, Graham. How are you, mate?
We are well. Wellity. JT says, Joe, I worry about losing the tiny parts that fall off the sprues.
Cool. Blimey. Yeah. Goes back to the discussion we were having before we went live about the ship build on a Monday.
Yeah.
I see you emphasise the letter P there.
Yeah, well, yeah. Depending on how it goes this week, it might the P might change.
So I don't know if you saw my comment earlier on your thing you shared earlier, Gary.
Was that the
Mary Rose?
Oh, the Mary Rose. Yeah, well, that came up as a memory. You know, every now and then Facebook sends you a memory 8 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
It came up a long time ago. I did the Airfix 1400th Mary Rose.
Yeah. I was going to comment on what you said, John. I go, dude, just appreciate the fact that he's done a shit.
What did you say? There's no no, I can't say it. There's no string on it.
So that's it there. So the Mary Rose, nice job, by the way.
Thank you.
However, these two mizzen masts are
Yeah.
backwards. So
Are
the
they?
lateen sails, the masts point forwards, not backwards like that.
But there you go.
But apart from that, nice job. Certainly of all.
Is there any surprise? Maybe that's why it's sunk.
John's that guy who, someone who's just started modelling puts a model up, and he's like, "Oh, I'm really proud of this. It's the first model ever." And John goes, "Yeah, but you put the thing on backwards." And you've done that the wrong.
He has history. He can talk about putting things on backwards and upside down, can't he?
Exactly.
I've never put anything on backwards. What a dirty slur. What a thing to say. I mean, core.
To quote my old man, show some moral integrity and resign.
Dorksaurus says, "I've never washed a kit. I do like them down with what? I do
wipe them down.
Wipe them down with rubbing alcohol or window cleaner just before painting."
Yeah.
I thought you guys. Yeah. Joe says, "JT, I soak in." Eh?
I do rub them down with a wet lettuce. Oh no, that's something else.
Joe says, "JT, I soak in a small pan so as not to lose the bits." JT says, "Joe, I was going to say." Jim, the RLM-66 was meant to reduce light reflection and prevent enemy observation. There we go. Stu says, "Just posted my humble effort of the Hurricane on Discord video links." Nice. And I'm sure it's not humble. I'm sure it's lovely.
I am but a humble dwarf.
And I'm sure it'll probably be a damn sight better than mine. Nigel says, "Just built the Hella TriStar and did it in RF livery." Nice.
Oh, nice.
Did a hell of a job of it, from what I understand. Well done.
Is that the 144th one?
Was that John making a funny?
172nd.
It's probably 144. I don't know.
Tiff says, "Glass guy is on his way, so I'll have to disappear suddenly." Okay? Just don't break him.
Yeah.
Jim says,
that would be a pain.
Jesus.
Yeah. Jim says, "YouTube gets tight about end of life whilst we build models representing weapons of war." Brilliant. It's not so much the end of life thing that's the problem, it's the terminology. Because they is weak.
Yeah.
Weak of mind.
Well,
feeble of spirit.
Weak of mind.
PT says, "Two Irish guys on Titanic." Paddy says, "You're going to the dance tonight." Mick says, "What dance?" There was a crew member running around yelling abandon ship. Very good. JT says, "Can you get IDF markings for the ME-109 to do the Avia?"
Yes. In fact, Edward have just released an Avia in Israeli markings.
That's right, they have. Was it on Gary's stuff? I think I saw on.
I'm not sure. I saw it on Edward's sort of.
Oh no, that's not the right colour.
Bob says, "Any gardeners in chat? While passing power lead out of bedroom window, I noticed roses sticking out the top of a bush. Are they supposed to grow that high?" Person to ask if he was still on Discord would be Darren Hull, because he's a head groundskeeper for a country estate.
There we go.
So he would know all that stuff.
That's a new release from Edward, as you see it.
Ew.
So, yes, absolutely. Like, yeah,
Nothing
nothing else needed. And this is their first hybrid kit. So it has 3D printed stuff as well as photo etch stuff.
Yes.
Ooh.
One thing I was saying to Gary before we went live was, when you're working on a modelling kit and the decals really slide all over the place and the tissue paper comes off and they end up getting damaged under the sprues and stuff.
No.
Put them in the bottom of the box, put the tissue paper over top, and just put smear tape on the tissue paper to hold them in place. So they don't come out of the box or anything.
As you can see, my attempt didn't go quite the same.
If Space King wanted them taped to the bottom of the box, he would have made them taped to the bottom of the box.
Jim says, "Joe, often I spray isopropyl alcohol on the sprues before moving any parts. Wipe clean with a bathroom towel or similar item." Yes, just don't forget which towel you've used.
I was going to say, later on, when you get out of the shower, you end up drying your nads with isopropyl alcohol.
Yeah. That you just happen to have cut shaving.
Oh,
Jim says,
maybe taken that a little bit too far there, Mikey.
Well, he does wear spandex.
You might call that a mistake. I thought.
Burn is how you know it's clean.
Jim says, Paul, very good, Paul. Keep him coming. Jim is the white Mr. Motivator. Joe says, okay, thanks to all. There you go.
Come on, get in there. Oh,
PT says, cheers, JT. Cheers. Jim says, JT, Edward makes a model of the Avia. JT says, rubbing down a model, that could go so many ways. Joe says, Bob, the wife, a master gardener, says, yes, if you have never trimmed them, she is always trimming her roses, especially the ones that stick me when I'm walking by in shorts. Stu says, all finished kits have equal value, Mikey. Yeah. Just some look better than others. Joe says, JT, will the model expect a tip? Yeah, don't go back to that address. Duke says, good day, all you beautiful people. Hello, Duke.
Hello, Duke.
That's Duke. Duke was present when I bought this kit.
Bob says, Joe, thanks. I'm a wild gardener, or simply let it grow as it likes.
When you said you were a wild gardener, I thought you were saying you were an angry gardener.
Hobby Time says, hey, guys. Hey, Hobby Time.
Hoi.
Sort of gardener that goes out and shouts at his roses, grow, you bastards!
He could be one of those gardeners that sings to his roses.
Yeah.
Tiff says, be right back. The last guy is here.
Don't break him.
Yeah. He'd be no good as a lie. You'd see straight through him.
This is going to be very, very short and detailed. That's the side wall, the port side wall for the cockpit. And as you can see, there's really nothing to it, but there's no embellishments to go on it. I'm used to Edward kits where they have lots of extra detail and stuff. So what I think, it depends. I think I may finish this and still have time to do a second aircraft, but we shall see.
John.
We shall see. No promises.
Is there no aftermarket you can get for it?
Yeah, there is. But the deal is what I would prefer to do, I think, is use these decals, for instance, on an Edward G6. But I had a look around. Oh, it's a G2. Had a look around and I just thought, there's Ks and all that sort of stuff. It wouldn't be actually correct. So I'll just do what I've got and not complain.
Wow, that's a first. Sorry, John.
Yeah, you're right. I agree. Yeah, you're right. So, who are you and what have you done with John?
Yeah. Duke says, looking forward to seeing how it goes, John.
Paul and John have swapped again just to confuse us.
You're not wrong.
Duke says, I've just shut down. Graham says, it's because I'm used to modders changing. What are people's thoughts on meeting up at Telford?
Go for it, Graham. I'll be there. Mikey's going to be there.
Yeah. In fact, I know some of the people watching are going to be there on Saturday rather than Sunday. So, because I was going to go to Costford on Saturday, so I don't know what to do now.
Well, I will be there both days. I will be on the Friends Models for Heroes stand and the Models for Heroes stand.
Oh.
Or at the bar.
And Gary's going to be taking some of his models that he's done on the channel.
Hopefully, yeah. The SES Jeep will be going. The Model T will be going again. It went last year, but it can go again.
Yeah.
What else can go?
What else have we done this year?
I will be
What a
taking
time
the
wasting.
Lifeboat. Oh wait, no.
No, I won't be taking the lifeboat. No, I'm taking the Sea Fury.
Yeah.
That'll be going. We'll see. We'll see. I've got to take this Chinook with the underslung load. That has been a separate project I've been working on this year.
Yeah.
And a Ford operating base hobnob, complete with minions.
Yeah.
It's all looking rather exciting. I've been watching and following what like John Mayfield and Steph and everybody else have been doing with their hobnob builds. It's all pretty amazing. Like Mel, for instance, he's gone crazy.
Yeah.
But it's all rather exciting about the whole thing. Just like people are getting well into it, and it's great to see.
Malcolm Charles
haven't had time.
Malcolm Charles has done a fantastic piece of rolling stock.
Yeah.
And the other Malcolm, the chairman of Friends of Models for Heroes, Malcolm has done who we refer to as Little Malk, because we've got Big Malk and Little Malk.
Yeah, Mini Malk.
He's done is it a Kenworth truck?
Yeah.
And that looks amazing in hobnob colours. So you can guess there's a bit of a theme.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Blue.
So this can be assembled shortly.
Okay.
I do like the idea of a fob hobnob.
Yeah, well, if it comes off, it might even have lights in it.
With his minion tank.
Yeah.
I'll catch up with the chat in a second, just putting this bit on.
I'm stuck. I'm on stage one. I've got to wait for paint to dry.
We are merely amateurs. Please be patient. Yes.
Yes. Whilst Artiffers deals with the glass man.
Uh-huh. I see. So put that straight.
Right. Well, now I've got to untape me decals.
Nigel says 1/125 scale.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's a nice size for a TriStar.
Yeah. Ooh, 29 watching.
29 people watching and all's well.
Yeah. Arville says, just now finished off digging up 2 rows of potatoes. Now relaxing, watching your chat and interesting stuff while having a cup of tea. Decided morning to do house garden stuff, afternoon model stuff. Sounds good to me. Duke says, unfortunately, I can't make it on the Saturday. Oh, hello. What happened there? Jim says, still waiting on someone, Airfix Armour Hobby Boss, to produce a new tool Hurricane Mark 2D with 40mm underwing cannons.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. We haven't seen that yet.
Yeah. Wait Rose says, I'll be there all weekend.
Yeah.
He'll be tipping the waitress. Graham says, Cosford on Monday for my club. If we're travelling 350 miles each way, you need to make the most of it. Yeah. I'm only travelling from North Wales, so it's only like an hour and a half drive for me. Last year we just drove down and stayed in the hotel on the Friday night and went to the pub. And then to Telford went to the show on Saturday, and then went to the pub on Saturday night with modders, and went to the show on Sunday, then went home.
It's worth the journey, I always find.
Well, it's nice just to meet up with the guys. That meant more to me than going around looking at the models, to be honest.
Yeah, it's worth putting the effort in to travel the mile and a half, but it is for me.
Yeah. For me, what made it all worthwhile was seeing Gary's face when he came out of the toilets and realised that a guy had been stood in the toilets watching him.
Yes, that was not a pleasant experience.
JT says, worked at a restaurant for chain at 19, Unfortunately, one of their ice cream sundaes on the menu made me snicker. It was the name of the sundae. This was at a chain called Friendly's. Okay.
Of course, the new craze now is the hobnob ice cream sandwich.
Yeah. Graham says there'll be Tunnock's Typhoon on my club stand, as well as a Scotch egg plain. Ooh, I like Scotch egg. I've got all day breakfast Scotch eggs for my dinner. Tiff says she's back. Hello. Welcome back.
Welcome back. How's your glass, man?
Yes. Nice to meet you back. Hobby Time says Jim Hasegawa, do a Hurricane 2D with cannons. There we go. JT says Friendly's had the happy ending Sunday. Oh. Yeah, now I can see why.
I don't think I'll be having that.
Bit faulty. However, did you freeze the salt?
Okay, so back to the history of Black Six for a moment, because I'm really enamored with this. When it was captured,
Yes.
this is it here. So people might be aware that there's a 3-squadron RWF aircraft. It's a sorry, not a Wildcat. What are they called?
Get on with it.
Oh, God. No, I've lost.
Should we come back to you?
No. What's it called? A Kitty Hawk? Yeah, those things. Kitty Hawk, Warhawk, all those sort of things.
Yeah.
So, Tomahawk is correct. So CV was the code for 3-squadron RWF, and V was Bobby Gibbs' personal aircraft. So there is a Tomahawk with CVV markings. So when they got hit, he grabbed it himself. Now, in Australian tradition, what he was going to do is what they did with the German tank in World War One, and they're going to bring it back to Australia and all that sort of stuff. But the British were saying no, we need to analyze the crap out of it, and the British wouldn't let him fly it home as a personal sort of prize, which is fair enough. So that's the way it appeared in the UK. If you've ever read Winkle Brown's autobiography, that's on the cover. So that's Black Six as he flew it after or during World War II. In the 50s, it looked like that because, as it says, it was not well looked after, masqueraded as White 14 and spurious markings and stuff because nobody really cared back then. But then, they realised that it's of national and international importance, so they restored it to how it actually was. So the only things that were missing when they grabbed it were the gun sight, it says here. Important. It's the armament and the gun sight had been removed by the Germans before the airfield was abandoned, although removal of the centrally mounted MG151 cannon would have been a major exercise, so it was still installed. So the cannon that fires through the propeller hub of these, through the inverted V, through the gap in the V, of the inverted V12, was still in it, and it's the first one that the Allies got their hands on. And the other day, I came across one of those guns at Fighter World. I didn't know we had one. It's sort of out in the back room and stuff like that where nobody could see it. So I thought, why don't we put this on display? Oh, because nobody knows what it is. Tell them! Anyway, what an interesting place to sort of hang around. So there we go. There's an Australian link to this and one to Winkle Brown and everything else. So I'm thrilled to be able to actually make one because It's a very rare kit. I don't know why they just don't release a new decal version of it because it'll be a very popular build. Because you could literally touch the aircraft. Well, you can't touch the aircraft, but some people can at Cosford.
Funny story about touching aircraft at Cosford.
Yeah, I don't like it.
When our Models for Heroes group had a day out at Cosford, one of the first exhibits you come across when you go through the CAF and out the other side is a Nimrod. And one of our guys used to be an engineer on Nimrods, so he walks over and he starts opening up panels on it. And I thought we're going to get kicked out before we've got in. And he was explaining to people about the various panels and things like that. Oh, luckily, he got away with it.
Yay. It was funny because I was at Hendon, the London Museum, and they had a couple of volleys around the BF109E that they have there, and they were opening engine cowls. So they had this particular day that like engines on display, and they're opening the cowls for Spitfire 109 Stuka and all that sort of stuff, and they were really having trouble with it. Like, you know, I stepped forward and I said, you need to push this bit and then grab this and pull this back or whatever. And I said, oh, sorry, who are you? Oh, you know, an Australian. Oh, okay. So do you know these aircraft? No, the first one I've ever seen. Oh, so how'd you know how to do that? I'm thinking, because it's obvious. But anyway, I sort of walked away and let him do it.
Yeah.
Because
when
the last thing they were going to let me do was actually touch it. I was just explaining it to them.
Yeah. When we got young fellas on the ship and stuff, and it was clear that they like couldn't tell the front end of a spanner from its ass and stuff. On more than one occasion, said like, some of you guys grew up not playing with Lego, and it bloody shows. Like, they just don't have that sort of mind for how things work.
But I'm not going to begrudge any volunteers that actually want to volunteer at places like this, because, you know, they may not. Like, I've had the privilege, or whatever you want to call it, of serving in the Air Force and touching planes and doing stuff like that. A lot of people have a passion for it, but have never had the opportunity, or didn't make the decision when they had the chance and stuff like that. And I guess in some ways regret it for the rest of their life. So I'm not going to begrudge them sort of wanting to lick stuff later on. I get it.
Yeah, I remember talking to a police officer, and I was sat on a picnic table bench, and I went, "Oh, what's that?" And I pulled a drill chuck key out of my back pocket, and I went, "Oh, it's a chuck key." And I went, "What's that for?" And I went, "For drills." And he went, "Yeah, but what does it do?" And I went, "It opens the jaw on the drill so that you can get the drill bit out." And he went, "Oh, I've never seen one of that before." I said, "Have you never used a drill?" And he went, "No." I said, "Well, what do you do if you need to put a shelf up or anything?" He went, "I call my dad." And I went, "You're a grown man. How have you never used a drill?"
So who was it that said last week? I heard, I can't remember who it was. That said, there's a picture of somebody with purple hair and a nose ring and stuff like that, saying, you know, was it you, Mikey? Saying, yeah, my generation will start a revolution. And then somebody, I think, in World War II fatigues, and the caption was, you know, your generation can't even start a lawnmower.
I don't know. It wasn't me.
Okay, must be somebody else.
When you do use a drill, you get told off for it.
Well, it's only because not only did you drill through the wall, you narrowly missed Marilyn's head.
Marilyn?
Yeah.
Who the hell's Marilyn?
Yeah, John.
Marion.
Marion, the woman you've been saying hello to for the last 2 years.
I don't know. I didn't Marion.
It's the same woman that my grandfather, bless his heart, always called Maureen.
Joe, my nan, even after 10 years of marriage, my nan still calls Kay Kylie. And my granddad's always saying to it, "It's not Kylie, it's Kaylee." And she goes, "Oh, sorry, love."
Sorry, Kylie.
Yeah, bless her. She's lovely, me now. Tiff says, the hobnob ice cream sandwich is my creation. The guys on Sunday M4H were drooling over it. There we go.
Oh.
She's had that comment up for ages, and I kept going to read it out, and then got cut off. Bless her. She really wanted to tell people that. Tiff said it's going to take 3 weeks for my windows to be fitted. Wow.
It'll be chilly then.
Oh. Really? Hobby Time says, you building Black 6, John? Which kit are you using? The Hasegawa.
Yeah, let me change camera and show y'all.
Hasegawa.
That one. Hasegawa Black 6, actual Black 6. Bizarre. as I say, I never thought I'd see one, and it just popped up at the same time. The TSR2. I thought, oh, that's the 2 Holy Grail kits at once. Oh, be still my beating heart, and I had to grab both.
Be still my beating heart.
Because okay, so Bobby Gibbs, being he was CO3 Squadron, blah 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 blah, and after that he was down in Australia flying. He had CO of a number of squadrons. He was in Libya, and then sort of came down to Papua New Guinea, and was flying Spitfires and other things, and he's a bit of a larrikin, a bit of a legend. A lot of Australians who, if they've got any interest in aviation, if you mention Bobby Gibbs, say, oh yeah, legend. So he's one of those sort of guys like Winkle Brown in a way that for the rest of his life, he'd turn up at 3 Squadron. I hear stories. I never met him, but I'd hear stories that he'd walk through the hangar and he'd remember troops' names and stuff like that, and take the time to talk to them and all that stuff like that. But he seems like he was an Aussie in every sort of like for better or worse. Like he wanted to flog everything, and if he found some mechanical bits, he would try to make a rum still out of them and all that sort of stuff. Like, yeah, apparently he was always in trouble and nearly court-martialed a couple of times and stuff like that. But he could apparently fly very well. So
he was what we call a bloke.
Oh yeah.
JT says you could say the Messerschmitt was and me Emmy award-winning design.
Yeah.
Emmy award. There you go.
You know what?
Ooh.
I don't think I'm going to spray this. I think I'm just going to paint it by hand because it's too small to actually get out the airbrush and do it.
Can I get through the chat sec?
Oh, shush. I can't see how many chat things there are because, I'm not trusted.
Jim says, hobby time, yes indeed. Hasegawa's kit dates back to the 1990s, illustrating how long we've gone without another model maker producing a 48 scale kit. There we go. Julian's back. Hobby time, yes Jim, it's still a nice kit, goes together like a dream. JT, John starting a revolution. Those orange, red, and brown Soviet era posters, Comrade John. Funnily enough, we were discussing something similar the other day, weren't we, Tim?
I know nothing.
Jim says 5% of all 109s produced were lost in landing accidents. The narrow gauge landing gear was a problem for novice pilots.
Yeah.
And the visibility out of the cockpit wasn't that good either.
No. Better looking Marley says, I just Googled Hobnob's ice cream. Geez, John, it's a thing. We have to go back.
Right. Yes, you're not wrong.
Julie says, the wrong name thing reminds me of a trigger on Only Fools calling Rodney Dave. Rodney corrected him in the last episode, and a few seconds later, Trigger called him Dave. Yeah, he's doing that all the time. He's always correcting him. Jim, nice kit. John Hasegawa produced just about every version of BF and ME109. There you go.
So whenever you're here, we have to go back. That's what we're thinking of. There's from Sparta, apparently.
Okay.
You have to go back.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. JT says, John, could be a Soviet poster with a kangaroo.
Could be.
Jeff's Train World, HON and O Gauge says, good morning, coffee's up. Hello, Jeff.
Hello, Jeff. Welcome.
Yeah. Julian says, JT, yesterday someone had a t-shirt of a Panzer and a comment was made it won the 1940 Tour de France. Lol.
Ooh. Too soon.
That's good.
Controversial.
Yeah. JT says, laugh out loud, Julian. And Jeff says, hello from Geneva, Illinois, USA.
Oh, you have one of them there.
Welcome.
Hello, Illinois. You're very welcome.
Yes. Jim, who is also in Illinois, says, hello, Jeff. And Joe says, Tiff, is there sugar-free Hobnob ice cream?
Sugar-free ice cream, whatever next.
Joe says Tiff is the. Oh, just read that one. Jeff says hello, Jim.
Hello, breakfast.
Breakfast.
The line from Warner Brothers cartoon.
Oh. Okay. Tiff says no, unfortunately not.
So I'm just letting the seats dry. But, oops. I have a cockpit made, deckled. Seats have just gone in. They've got to be dried, and then I will just give them a touch up with the pen. So
Gary's touching things up again.
I think I need to flip.
Oh. Wait, what? Gosh darn it.
This will be a new process for me.
Which bit? All of it?
No, the photo etch being printed means I'm going to have to remove the existing detail and then assemble and then paint before gluing the colored pieces on, which I haven't done before.
So as for instance, the MiG-21 Profi pack. Oh, it's actually not. It's a weekender, but it's the same plastic. The one I'm building at the moment. Where to put the bastard? Oh, there, right in front of me. Right. So all this stuff inside, being photo etched and all, I'll take the seat out. You've got three options. So the side shelf, for instance, there's three of them. One is no detail for you to stick the photo etch down, and it'll be a good fit. One is slightly raised detail, so a decal can conform to that. And the third piece they supply is fully raised detail if you want to choose to paint it all yourself. So you might find the same in that kit. I really don't know. I haven't built it yet. But they think about it because, I said before, my view is Edward create plastic kits in order to sell more of their photo etch and embellishment accessories. And they do such a good job, so I'll continue to buy them.
Joe says, no, oh well, then it's regular for me. Jim says, Geneva, Illinois is not far north of Oswego, Illinois, or however you pronounce it. Julian says, Jim, World War II headquarters on YouTube did a video on the ME-109 on Monday.
That would be Mr. Al Murray and Mr. James Holland.
Yeah, well, they've done a video having a debate about which was better, the Spitfire or the 109, haven't they?
Yeah, they've just been doing a series on We Have Ways of Making You Talk for the Battle of Britain.
Yeah. JT says, Jim, there is Oswego, New York.
Is there?
Jim says, thanks, Julian. Jeff says, nope, I'm close to Route 47. Jim says, yes, there is, John. Heard it mentioned in a Marx Brothers film. JT says, I had a sweet shop right next to my dentist, sort of like an Alcoholics Anonymous next to a liquor store. Sweatshop. Jim says, very nice MiG-21, Comrade Marley.
Oh, thank you.
Jeff says, nice work, Joe. Jim says, Jim, it's part of a series on the Battle of Britain. Really good videos with James Holland and Al Murray.
Yeah, they're very good.
How cool would it be if they watched this channel? I don't know why they would, but
well, Al Murray is a big supporter of Models for Heroes,
and he does follow me on Instagram. So who knows? Julian says, it is indeed them, Shelfy.
Al Murray has been known to drop in to Models for Heroes headquarters when he's down that neck of the woods.
Yeah. And I did hear he was interviewed by the guys on the bench, the Australian model podcast, a couple of years ago now.
Yeah.
And what he was saying was he, due to doing the podcast and COVID lockdowns, that he started building Shermans, but he decided to build one of every model Sherman that was produced, and there are quite a number of them. But he was loving the process and everything else, and it's just like us, like, you know, we just enjoy the build process and everything else. So he was talking about how much he was loving that. So good on him.
And he's even got James Holland building as well.
Has he?
Mm.
Oh.
There you go. Joe says those were good videos, Julian. Jeff says, Jim, the railroad and woodworking shop is always open, so come on by. Oh, that's nice. Bringing people together. Julian says, yes, they were, Joe. They've also done a series on Market Garden.
Yes.
Yeah, they've done a book about it as well, haven't they?
Oh, Maria as well.
Yeah. Jeff says, I live on the train layout today. What? Oh, I'll do a live on the train layout today after I finish working on my 1966 Mustang's brakes. Nice.
Oh, you got an actual 66.5 Mustang. Oh, I am so thrilled to hear that, Jeff. Well done. Unless you're building a model, which, you know, well, I'm still impressed, but not as impressed.
Well, you just insulted him. JT
Yeah,
says,
sorry. You know.
Jeff, I saw a modeler do a nude beach in HO scale. That'll be good. It's funny.
So apparently, I should have bought some more LM66 before I went live for this.
Nope. Tim's dinner gong's gone off.
Yeah. Jeff says thank you, and he says it's real.
Yay. Well done.
Jim says, Jeff, thanks for the invite. That's a nice bicycle ride for me. And he says he'll post it on his channel. Excellent.
Scooby-Dooby-Doop-Doop-Doop.
Was that a bit of Annie Lennox just now?
No, it was just me randomly going Scooby-Dooby-Doop-Doop, which did sound a little bit like Annie Lennox, but I stopped myself and don't tell people, please!
Before you incur the wrath of modders.
Or I end up in the void.
Tiff says, Jeff's channel is that one. Jeff says, great bike trails here. I'm up by Peck Farm Park.
Nice. Oh. I have the best part of a cockpit done.
I have a feeling this is going to go pretty similar to the YAG. Like, I'm just going to start off really slow.
There you go. There's Jeff's channel. Let's get those subscribers up for him.
I shall subscribe as soon as we go off.
Go off. You went off years ago. Yeah.
I went off. Ladies and gentlemen, he really did go off.
Yes. 30 people watching. Don't forget to leave and subscribe, people. We've got 18 likes at the minute. Have I knocked my camera? There you go. Nick says, Mystery Box Nick here. See you all tonight as well. Well done, Mikey. You know what I mean. Keep quiet. Not wink, wink.
Hello, yes. Mystery Box Nick. Welcome back.
Hello, Nick. How are you feeling today, buddy?
Jim says, just sub to your channel, Jeff. Thank you, modders. Jeff says, be right back. Need a coffee and refill. Nice.
Yeah, I'm 1 hour and 9 minutes in, and my extra large coffee I made has gone.
Yeah. JT says, German and European scenery products on layouts are amazing. I love the detail. We are limited with our ground foam by Woodland Scenics. Yeah.
Well, I've said before, for me, railway layouts always looked a little bit, make-believe until you go to Europe and you have a look at places where the railways are and you think, oh my God, everything's the same colour as railways. And that's why, because the Australian sort of landscape is somewhat different. It didn't look real until I realised that it was real.
Julian says, one thing that pulls me sometimes is why pre-1950-ish dioramas look too clean with no horse poo or anyone shoveling it up. As horses were fairly common, much more so than cars.
Ah, a horse is a horse, of course.
Julian says, afternoon, Nick. JT says, Julian loved the donkey scene in Patton.
Oh, we saw that about 2 or 3 days ago in Quantico.
Nick says, hi all, not too bad at the moment. Next thing is 4 weeks of radiotherapy.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, it's only capital, so I shouted it. Julian says, just sub to you, Jeff. Ooh, you kinky bugger. Don't tell Nick that, he'll get jealous. D62. There it is.
All right. Now I've got Annie Lennox in my head.
Well, there's worse people to have in your head, I suppose.
Nothing to do with me.
Ah.
I can almost feel hands hovering over the void button.
Model
she's
eye slowly, suddenly twitching.
Where's my pointer?
So for those that are new to the channel, we have someone in the background that we call Modders. She lives in the dungeon, and she's the one that controls all the levers and things that make the channel work. She does get allowed out on a Monday, though. We let her out for social time on Sunday.
Yeah.
Only if she's been good.
Yes. JT says, radiotherapy, what station? And other commercials. Oh, dear.
I don't know where the way you described Modder's job just then made me think of like some sort of mix between 1984's Big Brother and Gollum.
And Tiff is nodding her head right now.
And there goes Timmy into the void.
JT says, it's time to get serious.
Julian says, that reminds me, Mikey, does Waitrose have a live stream tonight? Something nagging at me that there is.
He does. You're quite correct.
What time is Gary's stuff going live there, Mikey?
8 p.m. UK time.
Oh.
Games with Gary Evans, moderator Mikey, and Mystery Box Nick.
Yes.
Give it the Imperial
And
thumbs
chief
up.
researcher Julian.
Yes. Stato Julian.
And of course, next Thursday at 7:30 UK time, there will be a live stream for Friends of Models for Heroes.
Yes.
Which we have moved to next Thursday because
you're weak.
No, because Mikey can't moderate 2 streams at once.
No, sir.
Because Mikey's weak.
Most likely, yes. Git.
So, yeah.
For fudge sake, get in there.
Oh, yeah. He says, I'm about to say get in there, but, you know, that works. This is weird. I mean, so few pieces.
Bloody part off now. Nick says, just subbed as well, Julian, you kinky bugger.
JT says, a moderator is like a censor in a way. You're controlling content to make sure it complies with YouTube, which is more likely trying to control us.
Yeah, you're right. And
Tiff's put the
hello
link
to
up.
all our oligarch sort of owners of YouTube out there.
And Tiff has put up the link to Gary Stuff's YouTube channel where the live stream will be taking place tonight.
Here's the little photo etch
Oh, let's have a look.
Note thing.
Ooh.
Oh, it's got a little map holder down there.
It does. Hang on, sorry. There we go.
Oh yeah, I can see it. Very nice.
So you can pop that in. There
Wow.
like so.
Coolie.
Much
And then
detail.
the seat belts and things will go in after I've scraped all that. So all the PE details will be going in after I get all the paint down this time. So a little bit backwards for me this time, but keen to try something new.
So, Timbo, if you decide to do, say, the RLM 66 as an interior colour,
Yes.
which brand would you be going for? Would it be Model Air de Vallejo, or
Yeah.
something else? All right, then 71.055 is the one you want.
That's 71.055.
After 6 p.m., it becomes 71.152. It reverts at 5 a.m. the following morning.
Very good. Thank you. Yeah, I'll sort that out this week. But there's so much nice detail in this kit that's just going to get covered up by cowlings. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh well. I'll know it's there, so got to do a good job.
Absolutely, blocky, blimey,
Oh, are we boring you, Gary?
No, I was up early walking the dog this morning. It was my shift to walk the dog today.
Julian says, "Great, thanks, Mikey. You're welcome, buddy." And he says, "At least I didn't lube Nick." You didn't lube Nick.
Oh, you
Why would
didn't
you be lubing Nick? Stuart says, "Julian, yes, mate. First Thursday of the month live stream."
No wonder he needs radiotherapy.
Yeah. No wonder he needs therapy. JT says, "Comrade John, lol." Joe says, "Darn it, I won't catch much of Mr. Evans' today. Big golf match." Ah, well, good luck.
Well played. I mean, well, not yet, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Jim says, "Timmy, is that you, Tim, or Peter Oxley?"
I've explained this before when I'm doing Pete. There's nothing worse than seeing your oily fingerprints left on metal. It irks me. So, yes. You got to bear with the gloves. I'm sorry, Jim.
Oh, no.
Stuart says, "Oops, wasn't subbed. I'm now." Sub to who? Sub to who? Julie says, "Ollie, who Nodge? Wasn't he partnered with Stan Laurel?"
Sorry, I'm a bit lost there, Julian. Yeah, I know. Yeah. But, yeah, I'm missing half of the context. Sorry.
It's okay. I think we all are, mate. Joe says, "Sorry, I have gone full-blown mean old man. If a video has photo etch 3D stuff, I don't watch. I will have none of it. Now get off my lawn, git." JT says, "There'll be no lubing of each other in here." Well, apparently Julian wants to lube Nick. Oh, okay. Stuart is sub to this channel. He thought he was already. Well, that just shows one thing, and that's that YouTube is actually promoting the videos, the live streams, which is good.
Really?
Here we have the sum of 1 hour and 19 minutes work in the palm of my hand.
Oh,
yeah. Stuart says, "Sub to bearded vet now. Thought I was already." Excellent.
6.
Julian says, "Panel, have any of you ever just done one side of a model so you can show the detail you painted inside? Otherwise, as Tim mentioned, the detail gets covered up." Yeah, mean, one of the things I would love to do is do one with a clear side or something.
Is it Hong Kong Models did the clear parts for the
Lancaster?
Was it the Lancaster? You could have the clear side.
Yeah, I've got I've got it right here. In fact,
God, you've got it and you haven't built it.
No, that one, the nose art.
Oh yeah. There was a thing about doing just the noses, wasn't there, lately?
You should build it because look at the size of those instrument panels. I know, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the same thing, but I know a project that I would like to do at some point is a like a tank and everything with the plunge cuts.
Yeah.
In it, and like they normally like bog it out and paint it red.
Yeah.
Where they've removed panels and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd really like to do that with a tank with a full interior kit. I think that would tick a lot of boxes for the way I like to do models. So
I agree. Yeah, I've not done it myself. I don't think I would. I'm quite used to doing a lot of extra detail on the inside and then covering it all up because one, I enjoyed the process. Two, that's what my career was, is doing the neatest job you can, then closing up a panel and no one will ever see it again without writing stuff behind the dryer there, Timmy.
Yeah, different philosophies. It's the same way that like when you're inspecting fuel tank covers and stuff for the last time, instead of your talker and you just walk around with an ugga-dugga and just absolutely rattle it down, knowing full well you'll never have to take it off again.
An ugga-dugga.
Yeah. You haven't heard that term?
No.
So you know like rattle guns?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're ugga-duggas because it's the noise they make, and like when they inevitably end up breaking because someone just had it going and it's doing nothing except damaging the tool, it has ugged its last dugger, and then you get rid of it.
There you go. Ugga-dugga.
Yeah.
I've learnt some Australian slang.
Yeah, and you know that it's Australian because it actually does add a syllable. So you're not saving any time with it, but
guys,
it feels good.
Hello, yes.
Without saying anything on screen, read what I've just put in private chat, please.
I don't have option to see that because
Yeah, you do the private chat. You do.
I don't. I've got studio chat and that's all.
That's it. It's in studio chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whilst you guys read that, I'll go on with the comments.
Oh, okay. I hadn't heard of that.
Like I said, without saying anything on screen.
Yep, same.
Jim says, Tim, no worries, Tim. I get it. Couldn't resist being a wise guy.
Nah, I know you can't. I'm the same.
Joe says, Julian, lubing Nick, please don't put that on Discord. John says, Julian, I do the one side if I messed up the other side. Lol.
You'd never mess up one side there, John.
Julian says, no, not lubing anyone. Note to self, punctuation is important. Stu says, if you sub and lube, does that make you a slubber?
God.
Yeah. Julian says, lol, JT. JT says, what the world needs now is lube, sweet lube. That sounds so wrong.
Yes, but it also sounds so right.
I have some Regadab needle juice that'll lube things up quite nicely.
PT says, back Helen just brought over a cladded ring with diamond heart. Wow.
Oh.
June says, I once saw a tank with a clear side. The clear side was actually a kit part, not an extra. Yeah, that'd be cool, especially if you could 3D print the clear parts or something. You could do like have an interior kit, do the whole interior, but have the hull as clear. That'd look cool.
Yeah, I've been experimenting. Well, I haven't. I've been printing some stuff off for skiffins in 3D clear resin. I don't think that'll focus very well.
Ow.
Let's see. So this is part of the.
Ooh.
You got it too close to the camera, Gary.
Is that earwax?
There you go. Now focus it on your hand.
There you go. This is a light for the Akagi. And also I have here, because there are many lights he needs for the Akagi. There's some more there.
Yeah, 4 lights.
Yeah.
Clear 3D print figures would be cool as well, because it looked like you can make
it's not 100% clear.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. If you did that with a normal figure, you could have it as a ghost.
Yeah.
June says, I've just read that. PT says it's Daff and I's Emerald anniversary tomorrow. Ooh.
Oh, congratulations, Paul and Daff. That's very well played.
What? How many years is Emerald, Gary?
Don't ask me.
Well, you're old enough.
I've just had my Ruby wedding last year.
There we go. That's 41 years.
That's
55
40.
years.
Ruby's 40. Gold's 50.
Wow. Yeah, 55. JT says, why is the tango from Police Academy in my head? From the Blue Oyster Club.
So we've done it, love. Emerald.
JT says, happy anniversary, Paul.
Well, this drill's poo.
Interesting. Jury says, happy anniversary to you both, Paul. Patrick says, happy anniversary, Paul. Stuart says, bearded veteran great. Yes, YouTube thumbnail brought me in here today. So being promoted as see, that's interesting, because that tells me now that I'm doing the right thing with the thumbnails as well. So thank you for that.
It's weird that they're promoting it, considering they're sending me a $5 to try and torpedo it from the inside.
They're sending you a $5. John's doing it for free.
No, they're only sending me $2, the bastards.
John's been doing it for over a year.
Oh, cripes.
It's testament to the channel that he hasn't managed to do it in the last year.
Yeah. No singing, no talking about politics. And not once has he had an airstrike for anything I've sung, because it's not musical.
Because John equals Git. Next. Paul says, we were together 10 years before we was wed. Oh.
Wow. Well done. That's really well done, Paul. Congratulations.
I mean, you could have easily done at least a couple of life sentences in that time, so well done. Junior says, Tim talking about damaged tools, people lubing others. What is this stream coming to?
Oh,
I told you, mate. They're getting their money's worth.
Nick says, luckily, Julian, I'm on the first floor and there's no stair lift. Sorry, old boy. For those that don't know, Julian's in a wheelchair. Yeah, that's why we're laughing at that. Duke says, all you need is lube. I love this. The channel's become self-policing. It's great. Julian says, Nick, you're not taking catapults into account. Julian just flying in through the air at you with his face being whipped back by the wind.
Still in his wheelchair.
Yeah, mouth wide open. Ah! PT says 55. JT says macho man. I've got to be a macho man. Joe says, wow, 55. Congratulations, Paul. Yeah. Stuart says, wife and myself first dated age 16, split, married age 32, and 33 years now. Wow. Nice. I hope I make it to that age. June says, Emerald anniversary 55 years. JT says, what the? You need the right setting to lube. Joe says, good one, Nick. Julian says, money's worth, you mean we're paying for this? Joe says that I'd love to see on Discord Julian flying through the air.
Coming to an image near you soon.
Yeah. JT says, here 55 and think of Sammy Hagar.
Oh, yes.
Mm.
One of the lead singers of Van Halen, if you didn't know.
Yeah. I was thinking last night, you know, from 1960 to this year is 65 years, right? Gary knows that.
I knew there was a comment coming.
Right? If you think about it, we're as close to 1960 now as someone in 1960 was to 1895.
Wow. That's when Les Miserables was written.
I try not to think about things like that. It just depresses me.
Yeah. Nick says, my stockings, boots, and helmet would keep me safe. Now, boarded up my windows. Oh, it's gone dark. Yeah. It's all right. Don't forget to put the piece of crooked wood across the doors and lock up the shackles so nobody finds it. PT says, well, Daleks couldn't get up the stairs at one time.
That's right. They changed that, didn't they?
Yeah. Jim says, just added airbrush number 5 the other day. Fengder model that is set with the 0.2 needle for fine detail work. Nice.
Yeah, they're very good airbrushes for the price.
Yeah. Duke says, happy anniversary to you both, Paul. JT says, lube songs. That sounds so wrong. It does. PT says, thanks, Duke. And Joe says, I said, get off my lawn, Mikey. There we go. I think most of the inside of this cockpit is just going to be painted aluminium by the look of it. Because it's awfully complicated.
Yeah. But it is. It's mainly all aluminium, yes.
Yeah. I might have to have a look at the photo of the inside of it.
So I've got a couple of photos of the inside.
Yeah.
I shall send you a couple offline.
Thank you, buddy.
But if you painted it pink, you'd be not far wrong. No way to lie.
Canadian girl in wheelchair bungee jumping. I first saw this and shouted, hell no. Jim says, Joe, that's the stuff, Joe. Us old timers got to stick together.
Well, I've got Daleks in my head now saying exfoliate, exfoliate.
Exfoliate. Oh, bloody hell, John.
That's what they do when they're not taking over the world.
Stop the world, I want to get off. Oh my God, what's going on here?
JT says, Julian, bungee jumping is a no for me too. Yeah. JT says, hate that feeling of falling. Yeah. I remember there's like an adventure play thing not far from us. Well, they used to be. And they've got vertical drop slides in it. And I went down it once when I was in my 20s. And it's not a nice feeling. I don't like it.
You don't like going down?
No, falling vertically.
Different.
I'm not using euphemisms. I'm not being rude. Because I remember
like it.
maybe
What? No. Did you? No. How could you think I was thinking about that? I mean, don't put words in my mouth, Mr. Mike.
because you're a dirty, kinky git. Yes, but I like to remember that there are people who have kids that watch this, and sometimes they have to turn off apparently because of some of the language and things. And I don't want that. We did originally set out to make this sort of family friendly and stuff. We'd be happy with our kids watching when they're teenagers and stuff.
I've been well behaved.
Yes, Herr Reich Marshal. Jim says, Julian, I've seen videos of wheelchair ski jumps. How they survive, I don't know. Jim says, I'm a dyslexic Borg. Your ass will be laminated. John says, Julian, what are they thinking? What are they using plastic or glue like plywood? In the Borg's case, complywood. There we go.
Plywood.
Yeah. So we've still got 23 people watching, which isn't
mad fools.
Yeah. If you're new to the channel and you haven't commented yet, say hi. Or if you're not new and you haven't said hi yet, it's always nice to meet new people. We are a little bit crazy in here, but hey. Gary, stop hitting John.
No.
Make sure you kick him first.
My back is killing me.
I
forgot to take drugs this morning, and I'm paying the cost of it now.
Well, that's silly, isn't it?
Sure is.
It's like that Doc from Star Wars. It's like, your back doesn't like you. I don't like you either.
I don't like you. It's funny because it's true.
Jim says, JT, one of my favourite rides at Six Flags Amusement Park is the giant drop, approximately a 200-foot drop straight down. Six Flags? Isn't that the water park thing in America? The big water park?
It's a series of amusement parks. I've been to Six Flags over Georgia. It's only, well, that and Universal Theatre, but yeah, it was good.
I haven't been to a water park since I was a kid. PT says, yes, I'm finally a dirty old man. You've waited your life to be a dirty old man. You get away with saying things you wouldn't ordinarily get away with.
Good, isn't it?
Oh, good. You're just cutting some wood, hang on.
JT said we had a plane drop in flight, had a death grip on the armrests. It's all good fun. Nigel Pickett says Sammy Hagar was the vocalist with Montrose, cracking band from Canada.
Oh,
yeah.
You'll get higher and higher straight up you'll climb.
JT says if they have the death sentence in 13 systems, would you tell someone that? Thanks, I'll report you to the authorities. I have no idea what that was taught.
It's what the ugly guy says in the canteen in you'll never meet you'll never what is it? What's it? You'll never see a more something or other like a scum and villainy. What's the word?
Wretched.
Alec Guinness says.
Alec Guinness says
in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yes, you'll never see a more a better example of skull villainy. Yeah, we say that.
Wretched hive of scum and villainy.
That's right. Yeah, so basically,
Houses of Parliament now.
He says to Luke, "I don't like you either," and he's a bit of a knob. And then Obi-Wan turns around and chops his arm off because that's what you do in places of scum and villainy.
Right. So thank you. I think I'm going to
we watch Gladiator. Oh, for goodness sake.
I shouldn't laugh, but it's funny.
I think this afternoon I'm going to play some more Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Oh, okay. So I'm looking for a new game. I'm playing Yoshi's Crafted World. I'm not really enjoying it because I think it's difficult, but it's a bit too junior.
My PS Plus account, I've managed to get Wildlands. No, I've got Wildlands and the one that came after it. Breakpoint.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was watching Gladiator and Gladiator 2 the other night, and I realised in Gladiator 1, there's a scene where what's his face? Is it Alec Guinness? Is it?
No, Oliver Reed.
That's it, Oliver Reed. There's one where when he first comes into it, he's talking to his trader that's ripped him off,
right?
Saying that the camels won't mate and stuff like that. But the guy that he's talking to that's ripped him off is the same guy who played the alien that owned Anakin Skywalker in The Phantom Menace.
Oh, Watto.
Yeah.
There are several films you mentioned there that I've never seen.
Annie?
The Phantom Menace, Gladiator.
How have you not seen The Phantom? How have you not seen Gladiator?
Because they're shit.
I think you'd enjoy Phantom Menace. I think that the scene of that, I think it's a Duel of the Fates, the music by Old Mate Williams.
Yeah,
it's one of the iconic things in all theatre, I think.
Yeah, paired up
Cinema.
with watching, like, for the first time, like Prime Jedi fighting like an actual Sith Lord. And not only that, the Sith Lord has a double-bladed lightsaber. It blew my mind when I was a kid.
Yeah, like that whole fight, I think it's just wonderful. People bag out sorry, I forgot the name of the film again.
Phantom Menace.
So my story with that is I was in Atlanta on the J model course when it came out. So this is the first Star Wars thing since Return of the Jedi, really. And it opened at midnight. This is the first time because it was like American Eastern Seaboard sort of time. So we went at midnight all 12 of us went to see it, and we were all sort of sleep deprived the next day. And the whole next week or so, we were just talking about how good it was and all that stuff like that. So we loved it. But all you hear lately, after like people who just saw it in video or whatever, saying, "Oh yeah, it's okay, but it's a little bit shit." And I'm just thinking, you weren't there. It was amazing.
That's gone away now.
There, man.
Like after the Disney trilogy, people are looking back on the prequels and being like, pretty solid.
They are great. Yeah.
There was a bit too much talking in particularly Attack of the Clones. Like just the dialogue just wasn't great. But
you're right. He's holding me back and all that crap.
At least it looked like Star Wars.
I think some of my problem with it is deep down at heart, I'm a Trekkie.
Yeah, I like Trek as well.
Yeah, but you've been wrong before.
See, if I want to watch a film, really sort of get into a film, it has to be a factual type film. Like 13 Days. I mean, that was a brilliant film about the Cuban Missile Crisis. Films like that.
Yeah.
Or The Guns and Brain every time.
I've just had a notification come through from Modders. What she said is everyone's enjoying the chat so much that they want to do this for an extra hour. So pull up a pew, everyone. We've got another hour and 10 minutes to go. Is that right, Mikey? Or what? What?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
JT says, if they have the death sentence in 13 systems, why would you tell someone that? Thanks. I'll report.
I'm sure we did that one.
We did.
Started this whole sort of.
I thought I was having another stroke then.
Yeah, about 15 minutes ago. Stu says, Mikey, I did the interior silver over a black gloss undercoat. That was a tip from another YouTuber. It works surprisingly well. Yeah, it will.
Yes, it does. Works very well.
PT says, sitting in the park feeding the pigeons to the cats.
Poisoning pigeons in the pond.
There's a woman, female teacher in the UK, right? She's just been found guilty of animal cruelty because she had a sick cat and fed it to the classroom's pet snake in front of the kids.
Yeah, she should have been.
That is a bit off.
Yeah.
That's so. How old were the kids? Were they like
Primary
year
school.
12? Oh my god! Okay, you're right. So there's What's wrong with your country?
Well, where do you want us to start? But we can't because we don't do politics on here.
No, but all we will say is Gary voted for it. Julian says, "Laugh out loud, Paul."
And I will never, ever vote again. Anyway, moving on.
Joe says Six Flags originally started in Arlington, Texas, because of the Six Flags flown over the state of Texas. There
Oh,
we
I
go.
didn't know that.
And
Six
you know
Flags
what?
over Texas. I don't understand that. I'll Google that once we go off air.
Did you know?
No.
All my exes live in Texas.
Is that because
Your
they're trying to get
exes
as
in
far away as
Texas?
possible?
All my exes live in Texas.
Is it
There we
just
go.
because it rhymes? It's a song, or
Well, no, I
Oh.
think it's because he only has one ex.
It's a song by George Strait,
Ah,
Oh.
there we go.
and it was made famous in the film Roadhouse.
Never,
So
well, I
you've
think
seen
I've watched
Roadhouse, but not Phantom Menace. I think you need to take a good hard look at yourself there, Gary Morris.
it. Yeah, just go and watch Disney Plus for a few hours after the
Jeez,
stream.
I can't believe I look up to a bloke that's probably like, you know, what would have made Star Wars better? Sexy Patrick Swayze. Yeah.
I'm impressed you look up to him.
I'm going to say I'm shocked that you look up to me.
Oh,
So-
yeah. Well, I respect my elders, all right? I'm a good bloke. Don't Google me.
Nobody puts Jar Jar in corner.
JT says Star Wars, Dennis the Menace. Joe says, I've never seen Gladiator either. Thank you, Mr. Morris. Bloody hell, they're even calling you Mr. now. Jim says, interesting bit of history, Joe. Thanks for sharing.
Well, that he's never seen Star Wars. I've seen Star Wars, what I refer to as 1, 2, and 3, which are actual 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and to me, they were the best. But
Oh.
no,
Oh,
Gladiator, not up my. Doesn't float my boat, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I guess I'm just not a. I'm not a Trekkie. I don't like the whole. Oh yeah, we're just exploring and everyone's friends and stuff. You know, I like Warhammer 40k where it's like grimdark and everyone is bloody awful. There's no good guys. That's how I like my sci-fi.
Mm.
Why does that not surprise me?
Yeah,
Herr Reichmarshal Timmy. Julian says, if I recall correctly, the guy who played Darth Maul was a sword master or martial artist in real life. Probably.
Yeah, he was.
Oh.
Still is.
yeah. It was that it's Park, isn't it? Ray Park.
Ray Park.
Yeah.
There was a reason
He-
why I watched Rogue One.
You liked the girl in it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Rogue One is solid. That's actually
Who's the
good
girl
Star
in
Wars
Rogue
movie.
One?
Jyn Erso.
Who?
Jyn Erso. Wait, the character or the actress?
The actress.
You lech. I don't look up to you anymore.
Natalie Portman. Is it Natalie Portman?
No. She was
No,
Princess
she's the other
Amidala.
one.
I don't know who played Jyn Erso. Sorry, man.
Oh, actually, wasn't it the girl that played Khaleesi in Game of Thrones?
Oh, I don't know. I've not seen.
No.
Oh, right.
Give me one.
Why don't you
sec.
just ask our head of research?
Julian, sort it out. And Paul Marley says, in my honest opinion, all Star Wars movies are fabulous. They beat any Marvel movie, no contest. You see, I don't watch the Marvel stuff either. I can't
Okay, so I'll read that out in my voice. In my humble opinion, all Star Wars movies are fabulous. They beat any Marvel movie, no contest. There you go. So my voice sounds like Paul. So you've heard Paul say that out loud because I totally agree with him, 100%.
No, he sounds far better.
Felicity Jones, Gary.
Felicity Jones, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Put her on the list.
Jim says that's more than animal cruelty. That's mentally deranged.
It is.
Yeah, I do agree. It's a bit odd. Phil says, hi again, everyone. Just got home with some fresh fish and chips and pea fritter.
Ooh.
I'm set for an extra hour, if you are.
Oh. Where's this extra hour come from?
Oh, I just made up crap. Hey, I want to share something. So this is Fighter World. So we got some new things. You know, we love box art and stuff on models.
I was going to say, that box art of the meteors looks like the Airfix box art.
Yeah, it does, but it's not. It's by a different guy. But how good is this? So not only you got the feeling of movement and everything else. So this Black Magic, this is Len Waters. It's the only known Aboriginal pilot in World War II, flying Black Magic, which was named that before he was given that aircraft. So that's pretty cool. And of course, you got the Zero in flames sort of diving away there. It's just incredible. And the Meteor over this is Hailstorm, which is this actual aircraft here, over a MiG-15 and stuff. Isn't that just incredible? Like the
wonderful.
Is the other Meteor getting rid of its drop tank?
It is. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Getting rid of its central tanks, external tanks to be able to have a go at that MiG diving away.
Have a go at the MiG,
So what they've done is commission, I think, 6 of these, and these are the first 2. There's going to be a Catalina, and I asked to not be told what the other ones are. Or when there's a big reveal, I'll walk in there next week and just go, oh, that's amazing. They really, this is quite a boring hangar because all the aircraft are mainly silver because of the era of the aircraft. But these really add color and movement to it. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah. I like that little model, or I say little model Hurricane, that large model Hurricane there.
Yeah. So that's RAF 3 Squadron 1. OS is RAF 3 Squadron in North Africa, in fact.
Yeah. Is that the nose art on that, the one you're doing, Mikey?
It is.
Similar, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So when it's diving out of the sun, all you see is the same color as the sun. You won't see the aircraft. That's the thinking behind it. And literally, if you stand in front of that model and look at it from the leading edge, you can't see any, brown or green or whatever. It's really effective.
Very cool.
Julian says, to be honest, I like both Star Trek and Star Wars. They're different visions of the future, past, and I don't think they have rival franchises. Interesting theory.
No, I agree. You're allowed to like both. I like both, but I like
but if
Star
you do,
Wars
you're
a
weird.
lot more. You're not. You're normal.
JT says, when it comes to X's, I ask why. Yeah.
That's a different slant. Oh, no.
Joe says, Spain, France, the Republic of Texas, the US, and the Confederacy. Ah.
There you go.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
PT says, ain't seen Rambo or Sound of Music.
No. I think I've seen the first Rambo film and found it boring. And I think I've managed to avoid Sound of Music most of my life.
So you've not seen Rambo sing You're 16 going on 17?
No.
Oh.
See, I didn't have a choice because when they came out, I was still young enough to be living with my parents.
And, of course, Rambo's #1 hit, Adrian!
JT says, Thomas and Friends become part of Star Wars. That'd be interesting.
Oh, cripes.
Julian says, nobody puts Jar Jar in the corner. Agreed. As far away as possible would be preferable. I like Jar Jar.
So do I.
Jim says,
that slug dude.
No, he's
Show
a
some
big
respect. He is a Gungan.
Yeah. Mr. Jar Jar Binks.
I have no idea.
Jim says, not a Trekkie. Damn it, Tim. JT says, Mr. Conductor is Obi-Wan. I miss George Carlin. Julian, sort that out. Sort what out? Sorry, Shelfy, I missed that bit.
Okay.
I've breathed in and out several times since then, so I've probably forgotten.
When you went then all I could think of is your face with that little spinny colours thing.
Yeah, basically that's what it was.
Jim says, regarding the extra hour thing, like Herr Goebbels said, tell a lie in long enough and it becomes the truth.
That's right.
JT says, Paul, Rambo and Sound of Music, Rambo singing. JT says, hey, nice. Jim says, always watch out for the Hun in the Sun.
Yeah,
you're not wrong.
Battle of Britain.
Yeah.
Joe says, those bastards coming down.
Joe says, never cared for Jar Jar. I like Jar Jar. Jimmy says, I'm the opposite, John. I prefer Star Trek, not just perfect versions of the future, social commentary too.
Oh, well, I'd hate to live in the Star Wars world.
Yeah.
I think I'd prefer living in the Star Trek world, but oh my God, I'd be bored.
I'd love it. I'm a human. The Empire is great.
Yeah, Herr Reich Marshal.
Would you be Darth Timmy?
Darth Tim.
Don't need any of those no good Nemoidians.
No idea what you're talking about. No idea.
So there we are. So yeah, after an hour, I've done about the size of my little finger. So,
Timmy could be Darth Oberleutnant.
Oberleutnant. So that's okay.
Oberleutnant
I mean,
Tiffy Hoffer.
This. I'm enjoying this build so far. Hooray! You know, it's a 90s kit. I'm not hating it. It's Hasegawa, which back then, as we all know, if you were building models back then, were pretty much the top of the class. Them and Timmah. Everything else, Rebel, Monogram, were
just
a bit of a
toy.
So no, I it goes together well. So I'm not going to complain about this kit. I'm going to just savor the experience.
At some point, you will, because you always do.
No, it's a Hasegawa kit. I've never had a problem with the Hasegawa kit.
Yeah, no, me, so that's my progress on day one. So I've got the first bit of the cockpit together and got the little map holder in, the high point for the seat belt and the pedals, the stirrups. Yeah.
Nice work.
Foot
yeah,
loops,
and then
foot loops. Put in your Sunday shoops.
These I've cut away the details there on the left, and thankfully there was nothing existing on the
instrument panel.
On the main instrument panel. So yeah, so that's it today, and then later on I'll continue on the rest, because being a 110, there's more than just a pilot for once, which is new for me.
How about you, Gary? How are you going with your thing?
Here we are. We have the flight deck is done.
Nice.
We have complete with. I've just got to. Oh
no!
He's broke it.
No. I've just got to. I've done it again.
Oh no!
I've just got to keep the back of that. Yeah. Good progress has been made on that today. So 2 hours work, but I'm pleased with it.
Yeah,
very good.
I'm going to put it down before I drop it again.
And there's mine. I'm on step 12. Well, step 13. There you go.
Very nice. Very nice.
Nice. Lots of interesting parts to it.
Oh, yeah.
Pains. Well, I'll put the pilot together, and then I've got to cut. So cut the got the wing off. I've got to cut that bit out there.
Uh-huh.
It's nice,
Right.
nice and thick and strong with plastic. So, should be good.
So why do you need to cut that bit out? Is that for the Vox filter?
Because the instructions tell me to. It's the simple answer. I don't know. I think it's part of the cowling. Goes there.
Press X to doubt.
Yeah.
This has been fun. I've enjoyed the chat. Thank you for everyone for taking part as well. It's always fun.
There's a bit of curved cowling that goes underneath, and then the air intake goes on top of that. So that's why.
Nice.
Yeah. There's a curved bit that goes off like that.
I do like the cockpits that have like the tubing,
The
frame
spars.
structure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm always
That's
frightened of
yeah.
breaking them when I'm cutting them off the screw or
Forgot you
actually
did a
building
hurricane
the frame
recently.
up.
Yeah. So, quickly catch up with the chat before we go. JT, I like Spock half Vulcan and struggling to accept it because he wanted to be Vulcan. Yeah.
That's true. Fascinating character.
June said The Sound of Music is a film about women clad in black frolicking in the hills with goats. Sounds like some countries we've been to. JT says, yodelay, 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 hee hee. Duke says, Tim, your emperor needs you. Barry looks like he's having a bit of self-abuse there.
That just got
That's
funnier.
just wrong.
It got funnier and funnier.
That's
as I thought
It's
about
not
it.
funny. I can't stop laughing, but it's not funny at all.
It's a bit funny.
It looked like Gary was abusing himself.
Ah,
Phil says, let me settle this. Star Wars is a fairy tale for kids. Star Trek is for adults. Simples. There we go.
it's not.
Star Wars
JT
is
says,
far
Star Wars
more
dies.
in space.
Star Wars dies. Have that dysfunctional, trashy feel. Should have been on Jerry Springer.
Wouldn't it be funny if all this talk about politics and stuff like that, the point where I just go, no more, is Star Wars versus Star Trek.
Yeah. June says, Yoda's last name has finally been discovered. His full name is Yodelay Hihu. There you go. JT says, gotta run, guys. Thanks.
See you,
problem.
JT. See you tomorrow.
June says, take care, JT. JT says, Julian, lol. I've broken them. Paul says, Julian. I don't say much, but when I do. Paul says, see you on the other side. Thanks again. That's what they said in that country and all. Paul says, thanks for the interactive festivities all.
Oh, God.
June says, later. Biz to here. Later, dude. Right. Before we need to have a breakdown, don't forget, we're back tomorrow, 12 till 2, with the Yag Panther build.
What are you
Full
doing
valve.
tomorrow? Oh, yeah. Young Panther. Oh, God.
See ya.
Sorry.
Bye-bye.